Hey, what's up everyone? The Watchlist video here for Christmas Eve, Tuesday, December 24th. The market closes early. I'm probably going to trade the first 90 minutes at best. You know, it's the holidays. I'm trying to enjoy family and all that. Showing you the SPY chart here, and it looks like a little dollop of paint for today's intraday candle, which, excuse me, you might think, so there was no trades. You know, I didn't know if I was going to trade much this week at all, but today was actually fantastic. I'm going to show you a few examples, and I'm going to go right into the watch list for tomorrow. SAVA. Let me go to 5-minute candles. All right, so it takes off out of the gate. It was on our gap play list, but then comes back down. Whoops, sorry. Chops around a little bit. Let me see here. Sava. So Wayne called this through 3, but I want to give credit to Joseph, because in chat Joseph said, hey, what about a second mouse through 3, right? So it ripped through 3 early, pulled back, started chopping sideways, and Joseph put it kind of on Wayne's radar for the second mouse through 3. Whole number inflection point, high of day still above is another potential catalyst, and boom, there's the 3 trigger, high of day above, and then it takes that out, and then it goes right here, hold on, right here it goes parabolic. And we became privy to the information that some other chat room, the moderator in another chat room called it long, like right here, right? We teach people, we call this right here, upside shape. We teach people when you get in something here and you're getting this kind of, where it's just ripping to the upside, don't think about anything else, sell some. I don't care if you don't sell the whole position, but whenever you get upside shape, you sell without question. Now, a lot of times I'll use a market order, right? Because I don't even want to waste time filling out a limit order. I'll just use, boom, out some into upside shape. Whereas some other jackass is telling people to buy up here. I'll never get my head around it. But, when you advertise heavily, you're going to get people. Anyway, let's go back to the daily. By the way, that's on my watch list for tomorrow because it was such a big move. But that was a nice highlight from today. Tesla, what a great call. Go 2-minute candles here. No, let me go to 5s because this illustrates it really nicely. Jonathan in chat, keep in mind, this opened at 412, sold off down to 410, and then curled back up. Jonathan in chat, again, gave the 413 idea, which, what's the rationale behind that? Well, on Friday, topped out at 413. Today opens around 412, sells off. Next thing you know, you're looking at a possible 2-day high break. So 413, you've got a whole number inflection point. You've got a big seller on the tape, and you've got a ton of shorts in the name. Wayne jumped on the mic, said, hey, I love what Jonathan just pointed out. And the 413 break got you all the way to 422 at its best. I know I saw Wayne sell some at 420, so he got at least $7 a share on some. That's just a great call. A couple things lined up. 2-day high break, a lot of shorts on the tape, whole number inflection point, and and sellers failing. The early sellers that came in here are having to cover as that rips through the 2-day high. So great call in chat by Wayne and Jonathan. And one more I'll talk about, Rite Aid. I jumped on the mic at lunch, which I usually don't do, but I said, hey, this Rite Aid, RAD, through the high of day, you have Friday's high just above, and it's been the strongest stock in the world. So 1481 was the idea. Look what happens when it hits 1481. Within 8 minutes, it's all the way up at 1548, and I had a ton of people in chat nail that one as well. I want to share one other thing. MBOT. And this is kind of an illustration into how different Wayne and I, we built that course together, but we're still different. He called this long. All right, so it was a morning gapper, had this crazy candle, then it's chopping around. He called this long through the whole number 7, which triggered right there, and he said give it wiggle room, so his stop was probably 670, chopped around for a bit, and then does this. I completely missed this because I wasn't comfortable as choppy as this was trading. So we're different. But we're both, we adhere to our rules, and we both have, certain rules that, I'll take this trade or I won't take this trade. In this case, I didn't want to take this trade, and he nailed it, right? He got to sell into this spike. I was completely on the sidelines. But, as it started to come back down, and I'm going to slide this up here now. This is 2-minute candles. I basically did what we taught in our, buy zone pullback webinar, and I'm going to be doing a lot more buy zone stuff in the revamp of the course in early 2020. So any course takers, obviously, you're going to have access to that. We are going to redo the course in probably 10 modules every Saturday, 4 hours, for probably 10 Saturdays in a row. And it's going to make it much easier to watch back and pick which section you want to watch and so on. So I'm looking forward to that in 2020. But and I'm going to do a lot more in-depth stuff on the buy zone pullback. But this is a perfect example of me implementing what we teach about this, right? So I missed the rip, and as it started to come back down, I thought, what makes sense, right? Middle of the twos buy zone, retest of the high of day break right there, and a flush of the half number. So I'm sitting on a bid at 741. Got filled there. I think I was only underwater 6 cents for about half a second, and then it does this. And, I scaled out into this strength. I didn't sell the whole position up here, but one of my sells, my best sell, was 971. And ended up, as you'll see here in a second, even going higher. At the end of the day, it ripped. I wasn't in it anymore. I actually took off early today to hang out with my wife in the afternoon. Her birthday was Saturday. Christmas is this week. I said in chat over the mic, she pretty much owns this week. And then Wayne promptly replied, she owns you every day, which I thought was funny. Anyway, this one's also going to go on watch for tomorrow. But that was a perfect buy zone pullback. I love looking at this massive run and know that I bought it literally right there. These are 5-minute candles, so it looks a little bit different, but literally bought it like right there. And something I used to falter on was watching a rip like this, and I'd miss it, and I'd say, well, I missed the trade, because I don't want to chase. But now that we've added the buy zone section to our course, man, that was just perfect. And again, sold a chunk up here. And that one made my day, irrespective of the other ones. A lot of good stuff in chat today. All right, anyway, let me, I thought I had one more to show. Anyway, let's go to it. Let's get to the watch list video, or the watch list for Tuesday. Now, remember, market closes early, and I'm probably only going to give the market 90 minutes of my life tomorrow, all right? Oh, here's another thing. A casual mention in FTSV. When it looked like this, I said this one's super interesting over the whole number 42. Because you had another catalyst on the chart. I'll pan out here. You had another catalyst on the chart from the other day, just above, right? I view that as a catalyst. And it rips 42 and ends up going to almost 45. I point that out because I happened to notice it tonight after I got home. I never did take that. But the 42 break, I don't think you were ever underwater, and you got another $3 out of that. So there's an example. When you look at our results page, for those of you that check that out every now and then, I just throw a few highlights on there every day. There are so many trades that are called in chat by people that have taken our course, or Wayne, or somebody else that don't even make the highlight page, because I just when the market's over at the end of the day, I want to take a break, and then I got to do the watch this video for the next night. I got to look for stocks for the next night. So I'm pretty lazy when it comes to that. But there's an example of one, right? Look at that, right there through 42. Never took it. Never underwater for those who did. And there's tons of those every week. Anyway, all right, I'm done babbling about all that stuff. Let's go into what I'm watching tomorrow. SAVA, big rip, closed off of its highs, but still a pretty strong close. We're going to watch that one. KRTX had this huge move. Secondary kind of attempt at a pop here, right back down to the 20-day, and then a nice little 2-day rip here. Kind of a quiet, low volume red day today. That one definitely goes on watch for tomorrow. MBOT, I already showed you this one. In after hours, this one closed out after hours at 1270. So who knows if we'll trade it. It's, really extended and had a nice run in after hours, but we'll see. Fuel cell hit a buck back here. FCEL hit a buck here, and it's starting to curl back up. Now, if I zoom in, you can see it's, it's had a big move already. Like 3 sessions ago, it was 68 cents, and now it's 84. Doesn't sound like much, but that's a big move on an 84-cent stock, right? But it's starting to curl up, and you can kind of picture a trend line here. Draw it with my mouse. It's starting to curl up. So I do want to watch that one. PRTK, gapped up here, sold off. Little green day here, and now it's above the high of the gap up, and you have another catalyst right here. 455, today's high, 449. So if this gets over the half, over 450 tomorrow, it might just rip through that 455 and squeeze. So keep your eyes on that one. Seadrill, SDRL, big breakout today, big volume, and a fairly strong close. We'll look for a follow-through day in that, maybe a red to green, something like that. NK, oh, here's another example of one I mentioned in chat. Mentioned in chat when it looked like this. I said NK is worth a shot right here. Your worst case stop's going to go down here. It was on bounce watch, right? So I gave the idea around 3, probably 28. And it didn't do a ton, but it went to 345. Percentage-wise, that's pretty good. It actually went, it hit that twice. But the daily still interesting to me because you had this parabolic move, a few days lower, and a nice strong green close, and topped out today, slightly below the half. So that's worth watching for a follow-through day on today's bounce. Couple more. Fate, F-A-T-E, had the gap up, kind of flagged, and then ripped again, topped out at exactly 21, pulled back, and is right back up. So I really like this one over 21, but it's worth noting it's been, a couple green days in a row, slightly extended, but we're going to watch that one. And RKDA, love the daily chart here. Had this massive spike back here, then right here, hit 628, lower high right there at 6, and again today, right there at 6. Actually, to be clear, 599 and 599. So through 6, you got another catalyst right here. But my only caveat on this one, is it really in play? I really, really try to focus on in-play stocks. I would argue this one is not, but I still want to keep an eye on it. If we get volume through 6, I'll probably give that one a shot tomorrow. All right, we're going to add some gappers in the pre-market to this. Teamwork in chat's been fantastic. If you haven't seen, if you don't follow me on Twitter, we've been posting an end of 2019 special on our course. The more people that take our course, the better our chat room gets too. We have a ton of people in our chat that have taken the course, and I swear to God, every time we get a new course taker, we get better quality posts in chat. We get more people literally posting exactly what we teach in the course. So chat just keeps getting better and better, and the more people in there that take the course, the more quality posts we get because people posting A+ setups. And the beautiful thing about our chat room, every setup is posted before the trigger, before the entry idea, right? We never say, oh, I just took XYZ. We post the ideas beforehand. So, check out that special if you haven't, because 2019 is running out. It's an amazing price. And right now that special also includes a free lifetime chat room if you're not already a lifer. If you are already a lifer and you're interested in the course, shoot me an email because we have a deal for you too. I'm done babbling. We'll see y'all in chat tomorrow.